NVIDIA had a big showcase. They're the biggest company on planet Earth. They're selling chips out the door. They're selling AI. Everybody's buying up their AI stuff. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Yes, NVIDIA, give me the AI.
There's
blah,
a
blah, blah.
giant power cord, like right into the core of the Earth.
I can hear if you everybody be quiet right now. You can hear the data centers right now.
Yeah, just
wow,
turning.
there they are. But they showed off some new. I think it was like part of a showcase that they were doing or something like that. I don't know exactly what. I think it was like their next step type thing.
Okay.
Terminators.
Yeah. But they showed off their new DLSS 5, which stands for
Deep Learning Super Sampling.
Yeah.
there we
Deep
go.
learning.
Of course, the Deep Learning Super Sampling 5. They showed us the new version of their. It's part of the graphics card.
Yeah, the PSSR is
You're
PlayStation
gonna have to
Super
help me.
Sampling Rendering. Okay.
And it didn't go over as well as they maybe hoped. I think NVIDIA is now kind of they're doing they're going to start turning into kind of the Microsoft thing where it's like maybe you should just stick to make the cards.
They're turning into the Dark Knight, which is the Dark Knight saying, the famous quote: "Either die a hero or
you
live long enough to become a villain."
Dude, I remember some of the old NVIDIA commercials. I was like, this is the company that's going to rule the world in
They're not ruling
in
nothing.
25 years. This is weird. And it's some guy with he's got like a pink mohawk and he's showing off like this stupid mouse. I'm like, man, what's going to happen in NVIDIA? But no, they show off DLSS 5 and it's essentially AI powered lighting effects for graphics cards.
They actually showcase it's just the realistic lighting
effects.
And enhanced textures, right?
Enhanced textures.
Yeah, that's
already
what I
do-
had of a
But
problem
they
with.
already do the enhanced textures. This is a new style of it. This is like, AI. It's doing because I don't want to say it's lighting because it's doing more than lighting.
No, it definitely
looks
is.
like it's
But
changing
it's trying
faces.
to do lighting for sure.
Yeah.
But it's giving it that AI filter to
Right.
it.
And I have Shref, if you want to pull up my screen here, they gave us a beautiful slideshow of some of the stuff to expect. So
Are you actually doing the slide? Okay.
This is
good.
DLSS 5 off, as you can see from the screen. I think this is a little disingenuous, I'll be honest with you, from them, which is, I mean, it's whatever. Because this is maybe the worst photo they could have ever taken. I think they turned everything down to super low fidelity and all that
Potato
stuff.
quality.
Yeah, and they were like, all right, now check it out. And so they did this, and it doesn't even look like the same person anymore.
Yeah, so
Is that what the artist?
no,
the
okay, hold
original
on.
artist
This is-
wanted?
No.
This is my see. I don't think it's that. I don't think it looks bad. First of all, and I also don't. I'm not.
What a
I think
smoke
this,
show.
I think this would be a cool thing for a creator to use. Now, my problem is you are now giving NVIDIA the keys to your art direction,
Right.
and so without
Entirely.
I mean, DLSS is an option.
I have
Yeah.
a question.
It's a thing that you could do if your computer can't handle it. So clearly, that you said they're
give you some others.
they're showcasing the lower resolution. That's the only time you would ever want to use DLSS is if your computer on your new NVIDIA card isn't powerful enough to run Resident Evil at ultra settings. So it gives you, if you turn DLSS on, especially this lighting mod thing, then it'll give you more enhanced texture through AI rendering.
Yeah.
So if it processes this on DLSS on your computer,
Yeah.
you're actually going to be seeing something real time different than what I'm seeing because AI is making them on the fly each time.
Yeah, so we might experience this.
Technically,
completely
as
different.
if you
Yeah.
would if you were using a filter on your camera.
Right.
It'll be different.
And the other thing is too, like, I get that the artists they technically agree to it when they're signing on to work with Capcom. However, and I do think the Leon picture here is maybe the least egregious because it's I mean, bad lighting already. It's dark.
I think it looks good.
I think it looks.
But it's the slippery slope that is the most annoying.
Well,
actually.
and they show off other Bethesda games here too, like Starfield, which we've been talking about. Some of the EAFC stuff too is really bad. Now we can look at those here in a second as well. But some of these are Starfield, and some of the and this game already looks bad. To be honest with you, it doesn't look great. Obviously, it does look like Play-Doh and everything.
It does look so. It's such an uncanny valley.
It does. I like that more than I like this version of it.
Yeah,
because it fits the environment more. Does that make sense?
I totally understand what you mean, because this new lighting and this DLSS lighting / texture enhancement has now changed the mood of this room.
Totally.
That's
a great example.
It's changed my mood.
It has turned it into a hospital office.
Right. Everything is
as opposed
fluorescent
to a bar.
light bulbs, and somebody's drinking at the bar, and it's like in this one it's smokier, it's a little bit more timid. Muted. And in this, it just looks like
right. Say you're going to watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And you have your TV set to neutral. And then you go to like your friend's house and they got all the colors set to vivid and the contrast up super high. And you're like, this is not what the artist intended.
But I do think also too, like,
it definitely helps with their terrible texture on their faces though.
That it does. Like
I do think and also you're right, the lighting, it does change the mood entirely. Again, some of the EAFC, these already don't look bad, but I know also that this is Virgil van Dijk very easily.
Yeah.
Like, I know who this person is. I don't need it to look like he's chatting out. You know what I mean?
The funny thing is with this lighting, I don't like this AI lighting, because the lighting and some of the screenshots that I saw, they were coming from an obvious source. And then when DLSS part 2, is that what they're called? Oh, 5.
5.
When it's flipped on, the light source is bouncing everywhere.
Yeah.
And it just becomes fluorescent.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like this,
it's Unreal Engineering 5 everything.
That's sunlight from a sun.
Exactly. So like a good example is kind of, I think, the background here, where you can kind of see where the sunlight ends in this original DLSS off picture, where the sunlight ends and where it begins. In this, it's a lot harder to tell because everything is brightened.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to end up making things look worse overall.
I just think that I don't think a lot of people will use it unless they can't run their game normally. Like, so I use DLSS for Tarkov, and it helps a lot when it comes to rendering, because first of all, the Unity engine just does not go well with my computer for some reason.
Right.
And I have an AMD processor and NVIDIA graphics card. So when I turn DLSS on, it helps tremendously.
Yeah.
It adds a little input lag the higher you have it. So I'm guessing from this, it's going to have
fine on a single player game, right?
Serious input lag. It is going to be fine on a single player game.
That's dramatic.
Unless you are, a mouse, you can be able to tell immediately as opposed to a controller.
I do think that in this picture, I think the lighting here is fine.
Yeah.
I don't really have a big deal. Like, I don't think it needs to be changed that much. I think this is such a drastic difference.
The textures just got turned up to like 11.
Right. She's just older now.
But it's also, and it's like, again, I think it approaches the Uncanny Valley thing more so than the other one.
I think it could, for sure. And I do think that the slippery slope of relying on this, just kind of like how we're all relying on Unreal Engine 5. And we are now seeing Unreal Engine 5 problems throughout so many games that you can tell right away that, oh, this game's using this engine. I know exactly what to expect when this happens.
Right.
And you're going to probably see more of that with NVIDIA.
And I also think too, like the other thing that we're going to get into is...
And also, this is the reason why my video cards are that much more expensive.
Oh, well.
Just this?
Well, no, not really. It's more like, hey, we could use your video cards to mine stuff, or we can give it to you to play video games.
Yeah, I know.
So I do think that another issue that's going to come up is Bethesda was clearly somebody that was wanting to do this as well, because they added Starfield to this list.
Yeah.
Is this going to work on Harrison Ford in Kingdom Come? Crystal Skull? Kingdom Come
was Crystal Skull. Man, imagine
that's a DLC.
If Harrison Ford made an appeance with Henry of Skalitz.
Indiana. Yes. I mixed up Kingdom Come and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah. But the game
Indiana
is called
Jones. What is the name of the?
It's like Light.
I want to call it The Last Crusade. That's the movie.
Yeah.
No, but the game.
Yeah.
So if you're Bethesda, you spent God knows how much money to get his sign off on being the facial.
You mean Xbox?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Xbox.
Machine Games developed it.
But I mean, Bethesda published it though, right?
But it's published by
through
Xbox.
Xbox. Yeah. Okay.
It was probably doing it before the
right. But is he like? I don't think he'll be okay with, because seemingly it's going to change his face, because it's changing everybody's face in a lot of these images. So
Harrison Ford would like it. He's like, oh, you can make 10 years younger.
No, Harrison Ford's like,
he looks great.
I know. Well, and they already made him look 10 years younger in the game. So it's like, I don't think he needs this. And it's also like,
I don't know.
If you're
it's up to the developer.
It is, but I think we're going to get into a territory where it's also up to the person signing off their face.
It's also probably going to be up to, you want to use our video cards? You're going to have to use this DLSS.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
This was a tech demo that they showed off.
This is not a game
that was made specifically for this.
Okay.
And I think this one is pretty, again, it's the mood. It's the mood of it. I think changes so drastically.
Yeah.
When
it's a realistic lighting. They have made that a realistic lighting.
I think it's worse for it though.
Yeah.
More so. Because again, it's a mood thing.
I don't think so. I think I like the realistic lighting for it. I like this picture better. If I can play this game and it looks like that without having weird artifacts, weird AI artifacts where an eyeball will go dilated and non-dilated constantly or get bigger and smaller, then I think that it looks good.
I also think most people will recognize the AI vibe that a lot of these just kind of have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It has an AI vibe.
It does. Sure. It does have the vibe of
not my favorite.
Yeah, it's just
that looks like welcoming.
Yeah,
I like it.
This feels like a video game.
Yeah,
but this does not.
If I'm looking at it as a pure artistic form, and it's not in motion, and this is just a screenshot,
right?
I like this realistic lighting better. He looks more alive. He looks like a more alive person.
To me, this looks like Assassin's Creed Game of Thrones.
It is when I first thought of when I saw these images was the Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is what I thought they were.
When I see this horribly designed shirt that he's wearing,
and it's a
top
DV
of some sort, whatever that is, with one strap on one side. What the heck is that?
That's an AI mess up.
I know. You can see AI slop constantly if you turn AI. We are not beyond the AI sloppiness. No. Not for a while.
No, I don't know. I mean, we will be eventually, but it's just going to take time. But yeah, I thought this was. I don't know. It's weird because it is one of those things where I think NVIDIA was probably like whoever was working on this was looking at this for so long that they eventually just didn't know what looked good and what this isn't terrible. Again, it's Uncanny Valley though because I'm like I want my video games to feel and look like video games. You know what I mean?
I want my video games to look like it has a hand-painted or a hand-created thing.
Right.
As opposed to machine-created because you're lying if you can't tell or feel the difference.
Yeah. There's definitely... And again, I think it is NVIDIA having that issue of we've been looking at this for so long, it's hard for us to really be able to tell the difference and which is better and which is worse.
Yeah.
I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I think they all look good.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. If you're a DLSS 5 user, tell us which games it works on because I don't know.
Is it out yet?
I don't know.
Is this PC only or is this Xbox PS5?
This will be PC only because
for now.
Yeah.
PlayStation has their own AI learning super sampling. So,
but Switch uses DLSS.
Oh my god! Can you imagine Mario?
Mario's gonna look real.
Yeah.
He has like pores in his
Chad
big
face.
nose.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference anymore. Anyways, yeah, we'll see what happens with these games. And this tech upgrade, if you will. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let us know. What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you think of this stuff?
I'm okay with it. It doesn't, to me, it's not making me angry like it is to some people. Although it could in the future. I don't think AI in the future of video game making is as bleak as some people think it is. I think it could be, but I don't feel the bleakness yet.
I mean, ask the people in the industry though, and they're like,
I think
it's over.
I know. You're coming from. I'm a concept designer working in video games. Not anymore.
I think if I was the director or like in charge of volumetric lighting or textures, I'd be like, that's not how I envisioned the scene at all.
Yeah, exactly.
You would need to have the creator's hand involved, I guess, somehow. I don't. If not, whatever. Or maybe
because your AI team is different than your art team.
The AI team is just a bunch of Arnold Schwarzeneggers in Terminator form. Just
okay.
Yeah. I see where you're going with that.
I think they were jacked.
They're all jacked.
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean? All right, let us know in the comments. What do you think?
Cool.
happen.